But someone said that watching the movie would be worth it. Especially playing this game. Not that the movie's amazing or anything, but it kind of gives more context to what this game is about and all that stuff. So, interesting. Oh, skinning knife. So we got ourselves a cleaver. Cleaver Johnny. I'm sorry, I won't do that. Steel hatchet. Steel sickle. Splitting knife. Is there even a weapons bench? Did I make one? Lord of the Cringe, yeah. Cringe is... Well, the meat is tough and it needs to be chopped, so cleaver, Johnny Cleaver, yeah, exactly. Well, the meat is tough and it needs to be chopped, cleaver, Johnny Cleaver, exactly. Thank you so much, my friend. There you go. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. Icarus is jealous from the singing, just saying. There are two Arnold Conan movies, they're both fun, cheesy 80s movies, I like them, but yes, they aren't good. Okay. So there's no actual Conan proper full production movie. Why is the world not doing that? So how do you... Okay. Take this one away, take this one away, take this one away. These are... Aha! Oh, but I like the thing I have. We'll return to this. Dismantle and that mantle. Okay, this one, this one, this one, this one. Alright. I got steel. Wait, I don't have a steel pickaxe? Pick, not pickaxe. Well, when I was a kid and James Earl Jones turned into a snake, I was blown away. You're talking about the movie? I haven't seen it yet. But, it's crazy that there's no proper Conan movie. Considering it's one of these stories from the past, you know? Okay. Iron pick. Alright, nice. Steel everything, right? Steel. Iron skinning knife. Did I not make a... Steel skinning... I made the wrong one! No! It's okay. I'm gonna make a batch of the rest of stuff. Was a good movie. Could do pretty well today, yeah. Right, yeah. Some just like Dune Awakening, just like Dune, you know? Like make a movie, make a, you know, series. It just needs to be, it needs to be well done. You know? I think they did a Conan movie a while ago, a different actor, but I don't think it was good. The original book was very imaginative, and I think they're pretty good for what they are. Pulp adventure. Let me check. Conan movie. Conan the Barbarian 1982, Conan the Destroyer 1984, Red Sonja 1985, Conan the Barbarian 2011, Conan the Adventurer TV series, Conan the Adventurer TV series, Conan and the Young Warriors, Disney, no I'm joking, it's just TV series, Red Sonja, Queen of Plagues, that's what we have now. Conan the Barbarian 2011. That's probably the one you're talking about, right? What? That's, what's his name? Aquaman as the actor. 2011. Huh. I didn't know that. What's his name? His name is not Aquaman. His name is Water Bottle or something. Jason Momoa, this one. He's Conan. That works. That's the one that didn't do well? Generally negative 25% approval rating on Rotten Tomatoes. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Let's get now. Steel. Powerful. This one's gonna get dismantled. I'm gonna make steel everything for Jackie. So when she comes, she can steal everything from the bench. Okay. Steel hatchet. Okay, we need steel. $47. How much does each one need? That's not gonna be enough. All the iron we got, and I thought, oh look at me. Oh yeah, we have here. Bro, make iron. Why did you stop? Pull. Wood. Pull. Take half. Put it here. Take this wood. Yes. Hello, dog. Banzai! Is that dinner? That sounds like dinner. Jason is an absolutely terrible actor. Jerry Lopez was Conan's sidekick. Sabotage. Gary was a champion surfer from Hawaii. Way better in the remake. You talk about the new one, Big V? It's Conan still... Skull, I'm doing wonderful. Thank you so much. Xbox Game Pass is getting a single player version of Dune Awakening, but wasn't the game single player as it is? No, Rims. It was like this and like Rust, online server with other people, you know. I think from because how much the online world is untamed. Like for example, one of the main reasons people, for example, quit Sea of Thieves is never because of the game itself. It's because of how they get treated by players who don't have any sportsmanship, you know. Similar, that's why I feel like many games end up moving to single player or adding PvE because of this. Because like they would just want people to enjoy the content without others. I know you can have PvE servers in there, but I don't know. Single player seems like always works. I feel like we're going through a transitional period in time now where this is happening. This is my one. Okay, nice. Alright guys, my dinner is ready. Alright, my dinner is ready, so I'm going to go for 20 minutes and then I'll return with Jackie. Okay? I'll return with Jackie. And... yeah. I'll check. I probably watched the old one, not this one, just for the sake of this. Anyways, I'm going to go for dinner. And I'll be back, alright? I'm gonna put the jazz as usual. Enjoy the jazz and the water sounds. And I'll be back in a bit with Jackie so we can adventure. We have all the weapons ready. Ahoy, my friends. How are you, Angelus? Good to see you. Thank you so much for tuning in. Let's go. We are ready to... Hopefully everything we had is done crafting. Okay, for Jackie, we have this and we have this. I have the whole list here. What to pick, and... The pick is technically one of the most important ones. We still have a lot of iron, like so much, which is amazing. I'll take some from here and I'll put it here. And then we... Oh, because I don't have steel fire. That requires brimstone, which we can go get again. Alright, let's go. Tom K, how are you, my friend? Good to see you. Edit it, You're good at yelling. You have the music off. I should have got my big guy with me. But, hyena. You think so? I think I should bring him. Because I'm gonna go to that cave. No, actually I'll explore that cave with Jackie. I'll just go get brimstone normal. And leave. Then when Jackie joins, we'll go to the north cave and see how it is. You picked the wrong fight. Mathematical, yeah, I'm reading what you're saying about Dune Awakening. That's what most people said. I'm not in a position to judge because I did not reach endgame in Dune Awakening, but I did reach later game. However, I did hear a lot of people say the exact same thing. In general, basically, every time in Dune you reach kind of endgame, you actually feel like you reached an end game. Like, for a game like that, it shouldn't technically end. There should be some replayability to that stuff. And I feel like Funcom realized that. That's why they turned it to single player, which is what Rare are doing now with Sea of Thieves. Basically, we're just gonna milk... not milk, that's kind of like an aggressive word. We're gonna capitalize on the current casual player base who don't care about people. They just want to enjoy a game and move on. You know? That's how at least it feels like. Right. I need a weapon. Come goes. Wow. Wrong. I played V Rising. It's a game I would recommend. Yes, it's a very beautiful game. The reason why I didn't continue playing it because I mean this kind of has like slaving type of thing, but that one is I don't know, maybe I'll give it a try again. I'll be contradicting myself saying the reason why I didn't play that one, but I'm playing this one. So maybe we'll go back to V Rising. Yes, it's a great game. It's just that, you know, chasing people and saying, please, I have a family. At least here you're taking barbarians and borderline criminals. Your heart will be eaten. Who's? My heart is disgusting, man. There's nothing important in it. But yes, V Rising is definitely a great game. Most welcome. I was like, yeah, I don't play it. You know what? I should play it. Yeah, I played it a lot when it first came out. Me and Jackie had a huge loss in it. Someone actually built... someone built a base around us and locked us out of our base because that was a bug at the time. I don't know how they addressed that now. Oh, I think I can actually kill him. I don't want to though. I just want brimstone. Mano y mano! Someone just tried to do that to me in No Man's Sky. I went to the base and sat down and went to the bathroom. And when I came back, I was in a box. Wow. But you can unstuck, right? Chase people around and megaphone them, please, I have a family to feed, right? Oh, it's a good idea. I played a ton of Dune and got to the deep desert, but they still hadn't finished the story content. I did get to this deep desert, but I was in a... I stayed kind of like in the PvE areas. I tapped into PvP and left. Ended up playing it mostly solo because my two buddies did not get on and played as much as I did, so playing it single player would be no different. Yeah, it's just nice to see other houses, right? I think that's the only thing. You reported the base had disappeared for me? Oh, nice. That's good. No, 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 no. Oh, come on, game. I'm stuck. Don't do that to me. Some world bosses to encourage random players grouping up. Yeah. Dune is an amazing game. When it first came out, I played it a lot, but you know. Be the giant crocodile. Where does this look like a door? Welcome back to this old jockey so she can get the commendation too. Achievement, sorry. Whereas in stark contrast to other games, in Pally for example, if they make a mistake they give you free stuff and say sorry. When whoever makes a mistake they take things from you like Doubloon's Arena and they tell you pick rocks. Yeah, exactly, yeah. Oh, 100%. I think the with Rare the issue is too much self-pride, you know what I mean? And that self-pride is unnecessary. You know, like feeling like you know, sometimes when you go to work, right? Anyone that worked in retail or anyone that worked in places like that would know that there's always that coworker that cannot be told they're wrong. Their intention is good. Their intention is to do well and work well, the coworker. So their intention is there, but they get triggered when someone tells them they're doing something wrong because they think they reinvented the atom. You know? To me, usually people that do that are people that did not experience too much in life. You know, like if you get a slightly underqualified person and you put him, Natia, how are you, my friend? Good to see you. I hope you're doing well. If you put a slightly underqualified person in a position of higher qualification, they're gonna protect it with their life and they're never gonna accept any criticism because they're protecting that position that most likely they know if it's taken away, they're not gonna get like it. You know, I'm saying this from a work experience, and many of you work and you feel like that sometimes. Like they're ready to lie, they're ready to look the other way, to turn a blind eye to what's actually happening, and pretend that everything's right. Everything's under control. This is how it feels like for me with Rare. They believe... Did you see their post about the changes for... what's it called? The Plunder Pass changes coming in Season 20. They are getting absolutely roasted about the changes they're bringing, and still they want to do it. They still want to keep the changes that everyone is complaining about because the data shows. The data shows, you know? So, you know, you should check the replies. It's very interesting. It shows exactly how sometimes a lot of people lose. Do you know, I'm not shaming the person. I still watch him, and I respect a lot of good things he's done. But you guys remember Pirate Software? Pirate Software, the reason why he got all the drama, not because he said something wrong, is because he refused to basically apologize. You know, he refused to basically admit that he was in the wrong. I'm not taking sides, I'm just giving an example. I never canceled my subscription to him. I always watch him whenever, you know, I have time and stuff like that. I enjoy his stuff. So that has nothing to do with my opinion of him. I'm talking about how people and drama addressed him. No one really got mad that he's saying things are wrong, things are right. People got upset that he refuses to admit he was wrong and he doubled down on it. And we saw the outcome of that. He's still doing great as a streamer. 3,000 viewers, 3,000 viewers per stream and stuff like that. But he used to get 20. He used to get 15, you know? I'll explain to you why Rare is horrible with data. There are good safeties that will also get data that shows them the facts. I wonder how much of this also Microsoft not caring about anything because they're not hungry enough. Yeah, exactly. That's exactly... I mean, people are asking Rare. It's like... It's very surprising that everyone's telling you this information, but you are doubling down on it. If Microsoft is forcing you, just tell us. We can't do anything about it. Server bias. All the data is useless because the design delivery. I'll give you an example. Exact example. Alright, there's an ad that I made to have. I'll give you an example why their data is broken. Okay? Data is not everything. Like sometimes... Okay, I'll tell you something. A couple days ago, I had a stream that had surprisingly low views. Okay? The data shows me that I was streaming this game. I don't know which game it was a couple days ago. I was streaming a specific game. Oh no, it was Conan Exiles the first day. I was streaming that game and I had lower views than usual. Of course, as a content creator, I need to look at the data and understand what's happening, right? But you have to relate the data to real life. When I realized lower views, I was like, how come people were excited about this? Then I realized that day was TwitchCon and there was another event going on live that everyone was watching, some games show or something like this. I was like, okay, the reason why I had lower views in that stream is not because of the game. It's because there was TwitchCon and some people were in real life streaming, and in addition, there was another event of a games showcase going on. So therefore, I did not go and change the game and say, oh, nobody liked it, I'm not gonna stream that game anymore, correct? The next day, 2 days later when I streamed, the views were back to normal. You know, some days are high, some days are lower, that's normal, you know? In the summer, views are generally lower than any other time. August or September and beyond, the views start going back up. That's just how it is. It's very common. For Rare, the problem is they realize that most people are going... I'll give an example what Rare did wrong. Rare realized that most people are not setting sail. You know? Like, for example, they look at... Oh, more than 50% of our player base... Think of it, look, and I have a live example. More than 50% of our player base are not leaving dock. More than 50% of people that played Sea of Thieves never unlocked the Eat a Banana achievement. All right. Therefore, we need to make people get to the voyage faster through diving. And that's why they implemented diving, which absolutely ruined Sea of Thieves. And now with the changes they're doing, which is removing the you know, diving to world events and stuff like that. What happened with that? Like, what do we see now? You know, diving to world events. We see that... okay, I'm gonna do just like 150. Because they realize the consequences of diving are actually... Diving is bad for the game. They didn't listen back then. The solution they brought to the game, which is like, we need to make people leave the outpost faster by diving, is wrong. The real problem is the menu and the UI of Sea of Thieves is absolute dog water. And when people go to Sea of Thieves and they open the menu, they don't know what to do. They don't know how to even start a voyage. You know? For example, this one, you can go to Journey and literally start a voyage from here. Right? As someone that makes guides, this is literally the reason why people never left dock. Stop insulting dog water? Yeah. The main reason people never left the dock and never actually made the tutorial is because they didn't know where it was. They got to the ship, they finished maiden voyage, they're like, what should I do? Drop sails and raise anchor? Where should I go? Which island has a boss? Which island's the endgame? Which area is the PvP area? They don't know these, you know? They don't know that at all. So bringing diving to Sea of Thieves was a wrong bandage, you know? It's like putting Band-Aid after someone has a heart attack. Oh, look, this person's struggling. Let's put a Band-Aid here. It doesn't work. Just because the pain is there and Band-Aids can reduce pain in certain scenarios doesn't mean putting that on someone's heart is gonna solve their problem. That's kind of like an aggressive example, you know? Your dog water is clean, yeah. And that's the problem with Sea of Thieves. Now, their data, if you actually check the forums, I replied there, and I replied the same exact example that I told you. I was like, your data, when you keep saying our data shows otherwise, screw your data, that's the problem. Data should be an indicator, okay? I'll tell you an example. If you grab a map, this is a cloth. If you grab a map, and it says on your phone that it's 75 kilometers, sorry Americans, 75 kilometers from this area, from this place to that place, based on the path they're showing you, okay? That does not mean that it's only 75 kilometers. There are other paths, there are other ways. 75 kilometers is the average distance between you and there. But you can take another path that it could be 65, you know, depending on the routes. If you take the mountain way, it's gonna be probably 90, right? So this data is important as a guidance, not as a source of truth. For Rare, it's a source of truth, and I think the reason why they rely on it as a source of truth, because they are pressured by Microsoft by next. That's what they keep doing. Had a streamer complain, I think you know who, that nobody watched him play Phasmophobia on a random day, Sunday morning. Everyone's still sleeping. What did you expect? Yep. Yeah, I agree. Exactly. My first ever Sea session, spawn and plunder outpost, completely overrun by all NPCs, run the ship, sail away. Instant crack and spawn, Alt F4. Exactly. To them, they're gonna think that, oh, he didn't know, he needed to get there faster, so we're gonna add diving. That's how they look at this data. This is the problem with Sea of Thieves. So now, this plunder pass they're bringing is gonna be another nail in the coffin. I wish this was a movie where eventually there's a happy ending, but Rare are not wanting a happy ending. They don't want it. It's like they're intentionally ignoring it. Come on, man. Even the horse agrees. Look at my horse. My horse is amazing. 12 points. I don't like how fired up I get every time I talk about Sea of Thieves. It's like always hold my grog. She's just like raisins, yeah. Reptile hide. Okay. Oh, that's just a shadow. Holy scary. Okay. Okay, brimstone, you're making a lot of it. I got a lot of brimstone. You can pathfind, you know, slightly better, my friend. Just try. You can try. Oh, we got no charcoal. We development like dive voyage you never come up from. And dive again. Yeah, exactly. Diving caused server hopping, you know. Diving, no one stays on server long enough to engage, make a strategy, make alliance, sell gifts, etc. Attract the very thing that made interactions. Exactly. It's like you're making... So the reason why people meet each other is because of interactions, right? Back in the day, I wanted to become Pirate Legend. Paul wanted to become Pirate Legend. Tom K, Icarus, all of us wanted to become Pirate Legends. We all start on the server because we all eventually we have our stories interacting, crossing. We will eventually either make friends or fight. But at least it was an organic encounter. Organic encounters in Sea of Thieves are the most important thing. As long as Rare keeps killing, like right now, look, they went to full circle. Nope, diving is amazing. The best, absolute best voyage update that came out for Sea of Thieves was Captaincy. Season 7. When you had your wardrobe and you actually had in it when you had in it your voyages, that was the most beautiful thing. Do we have another blacksmith here? Who wants to be this? Who wants to be this blacksmith? We have 2 blacksmiths now. I've always thought they also need to improve how the game connects players. We have disconnected or poorly implemented systems, guilds, but without a guild finder. Open Crew lacks filters to find players who might be a good match. Exactly. Speaking of guild finder, let me show you something. I'm working on a guild finder on my website. The problem with it is that it has to be Discord based. See, guild finder, look. People post their guilds, and then you can apply for a guild and it sends you a message on Discord. You know, it's not 100% functional yet. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. But, you know, like we're trying to do things that Rare does not. Does not even think it's important, which is very weird. Okay. Still. Give it a look, yep. It's like a dive voyage you never come up from, then you dive again and again, yeah. Exactly. And they opened a door for more bugs, which is like staying stuck in tunnels. Bad friends and sometimes fight them in battles just for the fun of it. No hard feelings, just protecting loot. Exactly. Make it sound like setting sail is safety for security. Sometimes works, sometimes doesn't. Yeah, exactly. Now, I'm not fully against diving, but if they want to do diving, regardless whether you finish the voyage or not, first, fix diving to be reliable. Second, make it 1 hour cooldown. That's it. Yeah, exactly. Search function and all that stuff. It's so like, bro, what are you doing? Wanna get resin? Bro, be generous with the resin, come on. Save your clothing is preset, but we could do is the balloon reset, yeah. You guys think a Phuzzy Box reset will the balloon reset's so dumb. They're gonna struggle, they're still struggling with it. Got my Phuzzy Box, yeah. Guys, do you think if I reset Phuzzy Box I'll get more viewers? That's Rare's solution. I've never found a cover of that. Reddish is the top of leaderboard. Do you see the leaderboard on the website? I was supposed to blender yesterday. Stacy was on top. Stacy's in third. I think after we did the Silva thing. Here, check the website. Here's the leaderboard. FOMO works. She must have bought something, yeah. FOMO works if the game's new. Like if Sea of Thieves was new, FOMO works. But FOMO doesn't work with 1,000-year-old things. Even Arc Raiders. How old is Arc Raiders? Has it been even has it even been a year? No, right? Wasn't it released like in November? Less than a year, yeah. They're already done with FOMO, and they said they're gonna make 2 big updates per year. They milked the FOMO part properly. But even me, for example, I'm not interested in FOMO. Do you remember what I said when Arc Raiders started? I was like, I'm gonna follow these expeditions, and I'm gonna do it more and more, but eventually, it's gonna fall off, and I'm not gonna keep up. And that's exactly what happened. I did 2 expeditions, and that's it. I was done. I love Arc Raiders, but sometimes you feel like that's it. You know, like I played enough. You know. Nadia, you're 100% right. I think the most infuriating thing is that the community has been asking for certain things for years, and the season for season rare, after season rare, add something that nobody asked for. Exactly. And when they add something people want, they add it when everyone leaves. Right? Like guilds. Make it useful. What is a guild? You literally added cosmetics to guild. There's no other benefit in guilds. It's like a new faction, basically. That's it. Shaped wood. Need to finish this. I must. I need to finish the tavern. It was repetitive, yeah. Do you know what Rare's data was? Rare's data was that more than 50% of the player base never finished the Plunder Pass, never finished the Season Pass. And people said, literally, they replied, they're like, the reason why they didn't finish it, because the game currently sucks. People are not returning to play the game. The 20% that are finishing the pass are either content creators, like us, or casuals who are new to the game. But the medium backbone of the player base don't care anymore. FOMO doesn't work with casual players. Only losers like me who care about 100% completion care about getting on to complete the terrible new challenges conditions. FOMO's fine, but the underlying game is no good. Exactly. I FOMO'd the first expedition to 100% and I was insanely burned out. I FOMO'd so hard I don't even play it anymore. Yeah, I did the first and the second, not 100%. But remember, I was like, I just want to dispatch, that's it. Feels like repetitive. Can't lose the essence of the game and sacrifice it for the sake of FOMO. Always finish in about 4 days. Yeah, exactly. To me, kind of like, you know, because it always comes out that I do 12-hour streams. Second day. Second 12-hour, I'm done. $50 points. Why is this? Man, some absolutely gorgeous builds. I want this potion maker. Let's get this check. He's gonna love this one. I mean, new pass will make even less people complete it by removing the exclusive ship set from it. Yep. Used to be easy to complete the blunder pass within a few hours, but now it takes a week or more grinding. Yeah. I haven't finished the recent blunder pass. Why? Because I have been busy with other things in life and I don't buy the pass. I know in advance I'm not going to be able to finish it. It'll be wasting money. Exactly, and the less people finish it, the less people are going to pay for it. It's like that was getting worse with the new season pass. Rob is getting level 32 hours and bought the rest. And that itself also makes me lose interest in the game because I can't get all the rewards. Then I just pay a quarter for fun. Yeah. Plus, there's other options out there. Like when Black Flag comes out, the what is it called? The Resynced or whatever it's called. And so July and beyond, it's gonna be disastrous for Sea Thieves. Like June might be okay. Let me tell you why. July we have Black Flag Resynced, right? Wait, what's today? Yeah, we're beginning of June. June is gonna be the last probably good month for Sea Thieves this year, because we have Black Flag coming out in July, based on news, right? Windrose is gonna come with a new update in August, if I'm not mistaken. And then no, not Windrose. From Software has their rumored pirate game coming out in August, and then Windrose has their pirate update, Ashlands, coming out in October. There you go. What's gonna happen then? Let me put push to talk, because Jack is gonna join now. Season 20 coming in next month. It should be this month, right? Season 20 will be nice in the beginning, but I don't know later what will happen. So you're probably almost completed it once GTA comes out. I've already played Forza, then it came out, then I played Sea of Thieves all year. Yeah, exactly. There's other options there too. There's so many games that are gonna drift people away. Like this. Okay, me. It's facing the other way. I missed 44 levels of Golden Skelly like Rocket before vacation, but PvP Path 5 this season happened, seasons can wait. Nice. Path of Exile is nice. I need to probably start playing that. Only see these trying to call older players who remember how the game used to feel. New players have no basis. Yeah, that's true also. Do you know why? Because if they get rid of us, there's nobody to complain about hit rate and stuff anymore. You know, there's nobody to criticize the game. They can just kind of like hide, you know, behind temporary content and call it a day, right? This was a Path of Exile 2 until Saturday. It'll be free to play and all the features will be there. Nice. Yeah, I'll probably wait then. There's one bench that we never built actually. Casting. Improved Carpenter's bench. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, our reinforcements are 25. Honestly, the main thing many live service games devs often don't understand is respecting the time of the customers. There are dozens of great games coming out every year. What's even the point in wasting time in the ones that throw in recycled content when there are many other options that do things better, respect you as a player? Exactly, and what's happening is games are improving, like games are getting better. Do you notice? We had like a few years of like horrible games and whatever, move on. Games are improving. People's desire to play, the menu of the buffet is becoming more interesting. And the year price is directly converted to coins. Unless you have stashes from people. Wait, so I can support the game now? Also, you know what's coming in I think October? 1.0. No Rest for the Wicked. There's gonna be something nice to pass by.